Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dazzling Dave, and this is your match preview for our team Wolverhampton Wanderers against Everton in the Premier League, and this match has been designated the official Wolves Foundation fixture. More on that and a few words from the head of the Wolves Foundation, Will Clowes, later in this video. So as usual, we're going to be looking at the team news, some stats, some interesting facts, the head-to-head. Also going to have my thoughts on how we're going to line up. We've got some guest predictions and of course my prediction. And of course we want your predictions and thoughts ahead of this game as well. So looking ahead at the team news, obviously Pedro Neto was taken out of the firing line in the last game, the loss against Sheffield United, basically because he picked up a knock. He is back in contention. Adama Traore had dislocated his shoulder in about the second minute of the game against Sheffield United, and maybe that did affect him somewhat throughout the game, but he is again expected to be available to start, and the shoulder injury is probably something he's going to have sorted out sooner or later, because it does keep popping out, doesn't it? In terms of Everton, Andre Gomes is in contention after picking up an ankle injury against Southampton. And the other big question is, which has been all over social media, Daniel Podence and the hashtag that's been going around, Free Podence. Will he ever get on the pitch to play again with us in the Premier League? It was a big baffle that he didn't get any time in the Sheffield United game. Nuno doesn't normally come under a lot of criticism for his substitutions, but the fact that he didn't bring Daniel Podence on for at least 10 or 15 minutes and no, he wasn't fully matched, it was a bit of a surprise. And obviously taking off Jota and bringing on Dendoncker, changing to 3-5-2. You know, it's probably the biggest amount of criticism he's got for his substitutes since this semi-final against Watford, when he was quite negative in his substitutions. At the end, obviously, it cost Wolves a point and put Sheffield United just a point behind us in the chase for the Europa League. We're expecting to hear a decision on Man City's ban. Some of the that's expected in the next day or two. In terms of the qualification for the Champions League, there is a lot of rumour coming out that the ban is going to be overturned, which would mean it'd be the top 4 places to qualify for the Champions League, which is hard enough at Wolves at the moment, 6 points off 5th. And then of course again chasing qualification in the Europa League as well. Whilst we're on, obviously Wolves have had the draw made for the potential quarterfinals and semi-finals of the Europa League. Check out our full reaction on that, but it could be, if we get past Olympiacos, it could be Seville or Roma in the quarterfinals and potentially a semi-final clash with Man United. But again, check out the end video on this or in the description below, and our reaction, our full live reaction to the draw for the Europa League. Just before we get on to the stats and facts, here's a few words from, I have to say, the head of the foundation, the Wolves Foundation, Will Clowes, about the foundation fixture, which is the Wolves-Everton match.
The foundation fixture not only will raise awareness of the great work delivered by the foundation, but will also give an opportunity for supporters to kindly donate to the foundation to allow us to continue the work that we do and expand on our projects to encourage more people to participate in our activities, and hopefully it will give supporters a sense of the scale of our work and hopefully build a sense of pride for how the football clubs support its communities.
Thanks to Will for that, and if you want to help and donate, go to the foundation page and there's information how you can make a donation, and they're doing eBay auctions and all sorts of things to help, because they do fantastic things. As you know, I'm a big supporter myself of the foundation, always. I've partnered recently whilst they've got no major sponsor for the International Fan Reaction to help promote them, and they do amazing work. So if you can spare a few pennies to go and help donate, that would be well appreciated. So on to the head-to-head. Wolves have not got a very good recent record against Everton at all. In fact, we haven't won in our last 4 fixtures against them. Our last victory came against them actually in the 2004 season, which was in May, and was a 2-1 victory. Everton can complete their first league double over Wolves if they do beat us since 1976. So on a lot of fronts, let's hope that don't happen, because we absolutely do need to get back to winning ways, and I hope we will. We very rarely see 2 poor back-to-back performances from a Nuno side. I can't remember really seeing 3. So on to some Wolves stats and facts. Wolves, having lost their last 2 league games, is more than they lost in their previous 11. Wolves last lost 3 in a row in November 2018, and it could be 3 without scoring for the first time since 2012 in the Premier League. However, on the bright side, Wolves are actually unbeaten in 16 out of their last 18 games against teams starting in the bottom half of the Premier League table. And Wolves have used only 20 players in the Premier League this season, which is the fewest of any Premier League club, and 6 of the players have featured in 34 of the games, which is a league high. On to some Everton stats and facts. Did you know Everton have won 2 of their last 7 Premier League away games, and both are against teams in the relegation zone? And they have been victorious in just 3 of their last 31 Premier League away games against teams in the top half of the table. If Wolves were to beat Everton in a match, it would be the first time since the 2003-2004 season they've lost 11 away matches. And the Toffees have accrued 26 points under the 16 games under Carlo Ancelotti, having only accrued 19 in their first 18 matches. And danger man Richarlison has scored 14 goals in all competitions this season, matching what he did last season. So before we get on to my prediction and what I think the starting lineup will be, and don't forget, make sure you leave your comments and below, and if you're finding this video valuable, please smash the like, and obviously if you're new, consider subscribing and hit the bell button on full. We do have some guests. We've got, first up is my dad Magic Moss with his thoughts ahead of this game, followed by Manny Singh and the boys live when it was recorded from West Park. First up, Magic Moss. So Dad, we've lost 2 in a row. Everton at home, no crowd obviously. How are you feeling ahead of this one? Do you think we can win it? And score prediction, and if we do score, who's going to score?
We've got to win this one, how we do, to get in the championship or whatever it is. But I think they'll win, what should I say? I'll say 2-0.
Who's going to score?
I'll say Ryan Bully. I mean, is it Ryan Bully?
It being Willy Bolly, not Ryan Bennett.
It ain't Ryan Bully. It ain't Ryan
Willy Bolly.
Willy Bolly. I thought his name was Ryan. I get him mixed up with Bennett. And I'll say Jota.
Jota, I hope he does. There it is from Magic Moss. Thanks ever so much, Dad. And let's now head over to West Park and see what Manny and the boys think. So we're on West Park with Manny, Jeevan and Satman. We've just had a great game of tennis, keeping fit. Manny's super fit. He's got a 5k tomorrow as well. Just very quickly, we're going to go round from left to right. Satman, score prediction and goal scorer for against Everton.
I reckon it'll be just a 1-0, like a really scrappy game, and I reckon it'll be a defender, and I'm going to give it to Caldy.
Can you have your lucky drink before the match as well, please?
Oh, I've tried.
Oh yeah, we have
You need to get a Costa, that's why we're not winning. Jeevan?
Everton are a funny side, aren't they? It's one of them where either they will scrape 1-0, but I think it'll be scrappy. It will be a 1-0 either way. But with Everton as well, you can thrash them or you can.
So what's the score prediction?
I don't know.
Punchy, come on.
I'm going to go
you
1-0.
were decisive.
1-0.
Who's scoring?
I'm going to say from a scorer Neto.
Neto and
I saw
Manny.
Everton against Spurs, was it? They were awful, honestly. That was after our Arsenal game. And
That was an awful game.
They were awful. They just looked so disjointed. We got to come back.
They're on the
We're
beach.
at home. We're going to win 2-0. I'm going to go for Neto and Traore.
Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. Thanks to you guys for contributing as well. If you want to send in your previews or predictions or want to be featured on this, let me know and I'll see whether I can get you involved. And if you want to be a guest UK or worldwide fan reaction, again, let me know in the comments below and I'll let you know how I can get involved. On to what I think the team will be. Well, Wolves have got to win this game. I'll be surprised to see him go 3-5-2 at home in this one, but I thought he'd go 3-5-2 away against Sheffield and he went 3-4-3 and it kind of didn't work the way Sheffield played. Everton haven't been on the best run of form of late. As you can see from the recent records of both teams, Wolves haven't been in great form at all. We really do need to make a statement. We need to snap out of this kind of submissive game that we've had recently. We need to be a little bit more assertive. We need to be moving the ball quicker. We need to get far more shots on goal. 2 shots on goal on target in the last 180 minutes worth of play is just not on. We're not scoring the free foot goals that we've been scoring. So I think he probably will go 3-4-3, which will be the usual formation. Rui, Bolle, Cody, Sois, Neves and Moutinho in the middle, and then Johnny Otto, Doherty, and obviously the front three of Jota, Adama Traore and also Raul Jimenez. But he may mix it up in midfield and swap either Neves and Moutinho out for Dendoncker, or maybe we see a start for Morgan Gibbs-White as well. He's not really been used very much. Will be interesting to see. There's lots of interesting things to see about this one. Neto could start. Jota has not been scoring. I just feel for Jota, he's just, as I said before, he's trying too hard and it's just not happening for him. He needs a goal. Once he gets on a goal, I think he'll be off and running. So I'd like to see Daniel Podence given an opportunity to at least come on the pitch and show what he can do. He's got to be desperate to play. So hopefully we'll see Daniel Podence that will come on. You will definitely probably see Neto come on at some point. In terms of my score prediction, do you know what? On my on the podcast and also on the my Premier League table thing that I did, I had Wolves struggling in this one with a draw. I don't really want to predict anything other than a Wolves win, to be honest. So I'm gonna, although my gut instinct says a draw, we need to win, really. We need to win, otherwise we could lose the Europa League places. I know we've got matches coming up and that, but to get into Europe we'd have to win, and it's not going to be the easiest, but I do believe we can. So I'm hoping we can get back to keeping a shutout and Wolves can win the game 2-0. Neves, Moutinho are due a goal. Neves nearly got one. I'd love to see Diogo Jota get on the score sheet as well. I think that will do in the world. So that's my prediction. Leave your thoughts. Hope you found this video of value, and let's hope we can get back to winning ways. And guys, check out, make sure you got the bell on, because I will be live streaming. We've had a lot of fun on the live stream. I'd love you to join in and jump in and jump out and join us in on the chat on that one. So from myself, fingers crossed for victory. Until tomorrow, I'm Dazzling Dave, always Wolves.